Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Mwalimu Ndolo, Maths and Physics teacher. The good news today, we want to talk about maths and physics. I want us to talk about one of the artificial intelligence called Gemini. Gemini, which is developed by Google. So this lesson is targeting a teacher, a parent, or a student. For a parent, you'll be wondering why should you be knowing about Gemini. Definitely, probably you want to use it in your business, but my focus right now is about supporting a child education. So probably you are interested to support your child probably in some bit of algebra, and you're wondering this is something that probably you did 20 years ago and you don't even know how to start. So let me take you through the features, and then we see how best practice we can able to use. If you're a student and you're struggling in a specific topic, I'm going to show you how Gemini can guide you in terms of learning. So that's for education. So what is Gemini? And specifically for education. So it is an AI-powered assistant. So remember, this is, let's look at artificial intelligence as an assistant, not like something that is designed to replace a teacher or parent's work or involvement. Because sometimes as a parent, you can be threatened if your child used to ask you about some general stuff, but no longer they are asking you, then you should also have an idea what this AI can able to do. So the beauty of Gemini is that it is integrated across a Google Workspace, doc slides, depending on the feature that we're using, if whether it is paid or not. And then no data is used for model training, but I will actually have these in quotes because I will also show you the safe use of this artificial intelligence. But today is just about Gemini. So once you log in, you'll be able to see some of the models that are there. I will take you through by the features. So some of the core benefits across, Gemini saves time, that is for sure. It can encourage personal learning. It boosts creativity. So you can, if you're a teacher, you can have new ideas for the lessons, projects, and content. Nowadays, you don't need to call like 5 people to ask, to consult about some of the projects. Once you have Gemini and then you know how to prompt it, then this is new ways in which you can able to learn to teach. Support confidence, help teachers and learners master difficult topics, as I've mentioned. You may find a difficult content as a teacher, probably the way you're presenting it, learners are not getting it. So with the features that Gemini have, we could actually help to explore. So as a teacher, you can explore, and then you teach the learners in a simplest way possible because of Gemini. If we want to be specific for teachers, create lessons. So for teachers, it can help you to create lesson, that is lesson plans, unit outlines, activities instantly without wasting a lot of time. You can generate assessments. It can also help you to do differentiation in your class. And of course, it can do many more, like drafting emails, reports, meeting notes, whatever meetings that you have. If you look at the school policies, which are sometimes they're in bulk, you can use this Gemini to summarize the policies in a way easier for any student or even for you to synthesize. For students part, Gemini will help you to create personal practice quizzes and flashcards. I'm going to show you how to do this. Get feedback on essays and citation support. So probably you've done an essay, you can scan, and then it can help you get the feedback before you do the final essays for the teacher. So that is something that is very, very important. So brainstorm project ideas, research questions. So it depends on the curriculum that you're doing, where you do projects. Sometimes in school, we have science fairs, any project that you want to do, you can able to come and, jog your mind here from doing that. Those of us who are doing IB, of course, there's a lot of research work there. So if you understand the structure of the research you want to do, definitely Gemini is the research tool. But I'm going to say something about the research in the next slide. Learn complex topic with a feature known as guided learning. I'm going to show you that feature. Practice coding and problem solving interactively. These are some but just a few ways you can able to use a Gemini. Once I show you all the features, you'll be able to put them into use. Now, for practical use by parents, as I've told you, our target is the 3. So for parents, we are looking at concept coach. You want to coach your child, and I've given you examples here. For example, my child is struggling with a topic I haven't seen probably in 20 years. As I was giving an example that probably you want to get them in maybe algebra, and this is something you've never done before. So explain the quadratic formula to me simply using a real world example so I can coach my child. So you already told the Gemini that you're a parent and you are interested to coach your child. The only thing that you need to give more information, I'm going to show you how to do prompt. But this is just basic an example. Storybook creator, it can able to create a storybook so that you can able to share or read for your child. The information summarizer, you have a school handbook and probably you are reluctant to read the entire handbook or policies that are there. So I'm going to show you definitely how we can able to use Gemini to summarize the information that you don't lose any of the information that is there. So, but then now we must have some of the rules for use, whether you're a teacher, you're a student, or you're a parent. We must have all the rules of how some of the basic safe use of Gemini. Number one, for a student, about integrity. So remember, you need to learn how to do the work and never use the Gemini to do the work by itself. So just know that if let's say you've been asked to do a research about the climate change probably in Africa, or maybe a specific, and then you just go directly to the Gemini and do the paper and it generates for you without you thinking, without you doing any simple research, then that is plagiarism, which is punishable by law. So let it help you generate some of the points, the highlights where you're supposed to concentrate, and then try to own the content by yourself. As a teacher, use it for preparation and differentiation. Very good. Preparation is very broad. Differentiation is where you have learners of different ability, and then you want to personalize the learning for them. So never replace your human judgment or assessment. So probably the teachers who are doing subjects like global perspective, that is all global citizenship by UK syllabus, or those who are doing IB curriculum where they're supposed to be like research work to be done. And then now you want to use Gemini to judge the work of the child or to assess the child. So remember, this is just to help you, but you don't leave that entirely to the AI. And then to the parent, use it to understand the lesson so you can guide your child. Never give your child its answer. So you just need to synthesize the work. Probably for mathematics, if you are presenting a concept, probably you have no idea about, that is now the challenge. But you need to be very clear that I got this from Gemini. I don't know whether it's right or wrong because I've not been teaching math, something like that. So be honest with anything you want to give a child. If it is about parenting, so generally just use it to understand the lesson so you can guide your child through it. How do you prompt the AI? But before we do that, I want us to open how the Gemini look like. So the instruction I want to give, of course, I'm a maths and physics teacher, but I want to give some of the instructions. So I already have what I want it to be focusing on. So I'll be introducing myself. I'm Mwalimu Ndolo. So in case it wants to give my name anywhere, it can use Mwalimu Ndolo, teacher specialized in digital skills for education and artificial intelligence. So these are the instructions that I want to give it to him. So you can also do the same. So depending on the work you're doing, if you're a student, you can able to instruct Gemini that you are a student. Probably if you're doing Cambridge, you'll have to specialize that. I'm a student doing Cambridge curriculum, international curriculum. Probably grade 12 or year 12 for that case. And the following are my subjects. So let's say you're doing maybe mathematics, physics, chemistry, those are your subjects. So it's already aware who you are. If you're a teacher, you be specific. For example, if I wanted to focus only on mathematics and physics, then I will have to explain that I'm a mathematics and physics teacher. I teach from, let's say, grade 7 to grade 13 for this specific. So for now, so you give all the information. Of course, these are not provide, this is just profile for you. So Gemini, it will have an idea of who you are. So if you're a student, definitely it will know how to, even the terms. If Gemini is aware that you're in grade 7 or grade 13, the language that it will be using will depend on the, the grade level that you are. If you're a parent, you also just need to put your information there. I'm a parent of probably, maybe if there are two students, a student of grade 7 or a student of grade 12. So anytime you are discussing anything, probably you want to help with the homework, you need to be specific. So that is done. So that is one feature. So what do you want Gemini to remember? So I don't want Gemini to forget. And you can add so many of them. If I want, let's say, to add one for the teacher, I can also do this. Another one is still go back. So the instruction for Gemini, that is done. Activity here will show what you've done so far. Just a list of what you've done to show you here so far, like history. So this is my Gemini. So this is already my account, but anyway, we can just go directly there. Search for Gemini.com, Gemini AI. So this is how, so you'll be able to find the Gemini here. This is what we've been talking about. So you come here, you create an account. Automatically, if you have your Gmail account, it will be there directly. So if you want to change the account, just come and click here and you're done. So for now, I want us to use this for today, for this account. So I have different accounts for Google. So you need to choose which account you want to be using so that you have your charts together. All right. So here, these are the features of, this is how Gemini look like. And if you click here, if you expand the menu, you'll be able to see the charts. So if there's any chart, anything you've ever prompted in Gemini, then they will all appear here, all the charts. So if you want to start, this is where you can able to start. And then down here, there's some settings you can able to do. So let's start with these settings first. So I'll click here, the settings. Then here we can give instructions. So instructions for Gemini. So these instructions help Gemini to understand who you are. But what I could caution you is that please don't share your sensitive information. Sensitive information, I mean like, of course, your ID, phone number. We are talking about your bank or bank statement. So anything sensitive, anything information that is private, that any data that is very important to you, please don't give. This is AI, and you never know what can happen. So never trust 100%. It will always tell you, actually, when it gives information, it will always warn you. So like instructions for Gemini, connected apps. So this is very, very powerful. If you want Gemini to access some of the, like for example, your Google Workspace, because they're connected, if you want it to access, then you just come here and then toggle this on. If you toggle it on, it will, this will pop up. If you're okay with it, that will be able to access, then you proceed. So I will just toggle it on. For Medium, YouTube, you want YouTube to be on, YouTube Music, then that's okay. For depending on the package that you have, even the YouTube itself will be here. So let's show you how this can work. If you have some work in Google Calendar, it means Gemini can help people plan the work on Google Calendar, or it can able to access the Google Calendar. So probably if you plan so many events and you can't able to find which event you're looking for, you just need to search here after you put this one on. Let's try one with the Gmail. So I need. So as you can able to see, so list here emails from talk.to. So this is a live chat that is always on the website. So you can able to see here, look at this. This means it is active. So it is actually says, so it says here that I have found 95 emails from talk.to in your Gmail and 18 last month. So recently, so this is what it has. So the emails from talk.to summarize weekly. So they are all here. So once you confirm that the apps are connected, then you can able to start your prompt. So Gemini, most of the time, as the way we use ChatGPT, is probably just to ask some questions depending on what you're looking for. But then now there's a better way you can able to prompt AI. So prompting means you are giving an AI a clear informational direction so that you can able to get the desired output. So whenever you want, if you're a teacher, you are a student, you are a parent, you want to guide the student here. So let's say for a teacher, you need to be very specific. So persona here, you want Gemini to act as who? So you want Gemini to act as a physics teacher or a curriculum. So there's an example here. So act as who? So you are able to see an example, act as a curriculum designer. So that is who you want Gemini to be. Then what do you want it to do? So you want it to create, and then recipient, it is meant for who? So it is meant for year 9. So the structure here is a 3-day inquiry-based lesson. So the theme or the topic is on renewable energy. So here, if you just read through this, you'll be able to see, act as a curriculum designer, create a 3-day inquiry-based lesson for year 9 students on renewable energy. So it is very short, very precise, but it has all the information. So AI is aware of, you've given it like clear information. This is what we mean by prompting. So we have some of the advanced features of Gemini, so which I'm going to take you through one by one. So deep research. This searches multiple sources, generates structured research report with citations. Guided learning helps students learn concepts step by step. Canvas, this is live editable workspace for lesson creation, coding, collaboration. So if you want to edit something live, then you're going to go for Canvas. Then games, this is where you can able to create your own Gemini expert, which is doing a specific thing. So for example, lesson planner. So that is a very specific work that it's supposed to be doing. So let's go to the Gemini so that we see. This is where you get, so whatever you want to, what you need depends. So you need to know the tools. So this is where you get them. Deep research, it can able to create images, canvas, guided learning. So guided learning is when you want to learn something, whether you're a teacher, you're a student, you're a parent, you want to learn a specific concept, then the guided learning here will help you. So let's start with this guided learning here. So forgive me, I'm a physics maths teacher, so I'll be using physics, as examples a lot. But then now let's say that we want to learn something about energy, work and energy. So it will ask me, what do you want to learn? So I want to learn about work and energy. I need to be specific. So for year 11, physics, doing Cambridge curriculum. So at least by now, so it has an idea because it will be able to go search and then get information from there. So once I've already given it information, the level, the curriculum, the topic that I want to learn, then it will proceed. So you'll be able to see here, it will act like a teacher. So that is a core topic in physics, core topic in year 11 physics. Work and energy are fundamental concepts that describe the force, how forces cause motion, and how energy is transformed. In simple terms, work is the transfer of energy. So you see, it is actually defining what work is. To get us started on this module, which of these concepts would you like to explore first? So do you want to explore about the definition? And then I think I will just say, let's start with the number. I don't need to type again, so it already knows because it has already labeled them. So let's start with number 1 so that we explore what work is. And then you can able to see here clearly, it is giving the definition of work. So work done is force times distance. To make sure we have got the basics covered, what does each of the symbols of the equations means? So let me say that probably I have no idea. Maybe I've not done this topic here. I have no idea. So I have no information. I don't know. So if I don't know, then it's going to guide me. No problem. Then from there, it gives you the information for each. So work done is the energy transferred, force is the push or the pull, distance, the displacement, and then uh, the SI unit, we have them here. So joules, from there. So it will guide you until I'm done with the entire topic. So that is what guided learning here means. If you want to learn about any particular topic, that is something that you can able to explore. So once I'm done with that, I want to explore another tool. Another tool here, this is Canvas. Now this is magic. Let me cover Canvas, the last one. So let's go to create images. We have another AI developed by Google called Nano Banana. So Nano Banana is basically to generate images. But then the beauty here is this, that Gemini has integrated Nano Banana. That is why we have this specific feature here, or specific tool to generate AI. I mean, to generate the image. So let's say we need to create an image, create an image showing a man, let's be specific, showing a man pulling a cat. That is that way. So let's see if it has any idea. So it takes time, and then you give it time, and here we are. If you want to describe probably where it is, you want the image. So if you want specific image, I mean specific instruction, the image that you want exactly, how modern the cat you want it to be. You want it to be on a Maram road or on a tarmac road. So whatever it is that you need, any specific, it depends on the prompting. Remember, ours is very, very short. Just create an image showing a man pulling a cat. So here it is, and you can able to download this from here. You can download this image and then use it for your source. So that is about how to create an image. That is about image generation. So let's go and use deep search. So we want to do a report. So for deep search, definitely is asking us to start a new chat, no problem. So let's say we want to develop a concept about maybe something about how climate change affects production of food in Africa. So we can say that, how climate change has affected the food production of security in, let's be specific, East Africa. So this is deep search, deep research. Deep research, it takes some time and is going to give you information with references. So let's see. So here is the work. So here is the plan I have put together. Let me know if you need any changes before I start. So this is the information. So it's going to identify the primary climate change, determine the specific effects of these changes. So it's going to research this in details up until number 7. So if you're okay with it, then we proceed. If you don't, you can able to edit and then create. So start the search. So it is showing you what it's doing, and it's telling you the structuring, the research approach, focusing on climate manifestations, identifying key impact areas, next step, gathering foundational data, and then it's showing you here researching websites. There are some of the websites that is using, and you can see there are like hundreds, almost 100 websites that is using, mapping the climate crisis, confronting crop yield product projections. So all this is telling you exactly what it's doing and which resource is using. And you can able to see it takes time because there is a very powerful document that you need. And what you need to do is just to work. So it is showing you resolving complex crop projections. I successfully resolved the initial circle. So this is guiding you what it is doing. And your work is just to wait because your research is being done. So let's wait. And here we go. We have the report that is here. So the climate food nexus in East Africa, crisis mapping, production vulnerability, and strategic pathways to resilience. So here is the information that you have. And definitely you have the reference. It will actually show you. So you can able to see these arrows here shows you where it got that information. And you have your document here. If you're, it will even tell you some of the data that it has, which you can able to see from here. So it gives you full information that you need. What I'm asking is that whether you're a student, whatever work that you're doing with, you want something to do a report like this, always verify, go to those websites, confirm, and check. The AI is to make your work easier. Instead of moving from one library to another library, it will even give you the resources here, sources where it got the report, and here they are. So instead of doing Google search for entire night, you can do the search within 5 minutes. And then here is something very interesting. You can export this as, if you click on this one here, share, the share button here means that you're going to generate this as a website, like a clickable link. So let's try. So here is the link. You can copy the link and then you share it with whoever needs this information. So let me try to open another, maybe in a new Cognito window. So I can paste the link that has been created. And then let's find out if someone can able to read this. So you can able to see the information. It's like on our website. So this is what we mean by getting the information on a clickable sharing link. So that is one way of sharing the information. Let's find another way of doing this. So these are some of the features that you need to understand. The web page, you can build a single interactive web application, infographic, visualize complex data using charts and diagrams, quiz, flashcards, flashcards. You can able to generate study tools like questions to self-test or audio overview of the entire document. So if we come back to our document that we have generated here, just click here, create, to be able to see these features. The web page, we can start with the web page and then we see how it works. So again, it will take time. It can able to create the web page, which you can able to share with people. Here we go. Our website is ready. You can able to see. So it has even the navigation bars. You can able to see it generates like data, images. Look at this. So instead of sending that boring data, you can share it with this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this one here. It's like a website, a real website. So let's have this. We see if we can able to share. It will generate a link again. That link is already copied automatically. I want to share this with let's have it here. You see how this website look like. These are postgraded by another person. We'll just continue. Of course, it will want someone who wants to use. And here it is. So if you sign it, definitely you'll also access. But then there's our website. Look at the navigation bar. It tells food security, impact chain, solutions, and it's like a one-page data. If you click on this, it expands to what it is. So now you realize that now this information is like it's a bit friendly. It has been visualized very nicely. Now, so you can create the information in terms of that. So after this, you realize the initial document has disappeared. Where do you access it from? You click here, just next to your icon. You click it here, and then you're able to find your information here. So climate change impacts on East Africa. So this is it. So you can generate some of the quiz. So look here, you can click here. So for now, Gemini has a restriction. I think it can do up to 15 questions, depending on the package you have. I'm not sure if you've upgraded. I'm not sure if it can give you more than 15 questions. So that is something that we can able to explore. So if you've upgraded to Google AI Plus, then probably you can share with us in the comment. Now look at this question here. According to the temperature anomaly chart, what has been the general trend of temperature in East Africa since 1980? So I actually haven't read the diagram, and I mean the document. It would have been nice if I could have gone through it first, then I can go to answer the question. We have generated this document here with you. So let me say, let's say A. Oh, what is the right one? So they have been increasing steadily. The line chart clearly shows a considerably upward trend with the normally rising from this to this. And this one here, the question is assuming that you had gone through the document. So let's try another one. What is the primary purpose of implementing drought-resistant crops as an adaptation strategy? To increase the nutritional value of food, to repel pests and reduce the need for pesticides, to create new types of food to export to the markets, to ensure more stable harvest in conditions with the less water. So let me try click A, which is wrong. And if it is wrong, look at this, the response. While nutritional value is important, the main goal of the crop is survival and yield. So look at this, it will show you the right answer. So if you've given a student, if let's say a student is going through maybe a research work, then you've gone through the research work, and then this is how you can able to generate the quiz. For you as a student, if you're a teacher, you can generate the questions for your students. If you're a parent, you want to help your child through a given topic, this is what you can able to do so that they can able to answer the questions. And you can do this up to maybe number 15 questions. We go back again to our document, and then I show you how you can able to generate the flashcards. The flashcards are more of the questions. So we go to the flashcards. So the flashcards are like guiding topics or questions so that you can able to test whether the student has understood everything in that particular document. So look at this temperature anomaly. So probably you want to know what it is. Just click on it. It will give you the answer. The deviation in temperature from a long-term average, which has been steadily increasing in East Africa. Once you're done with that, if let's say you don't understand, you can click here so that you can able to get more answers. So go to the next, climate drivers in East Africa. What are they? Primary factors like, all those. So the flashcards is to guide you to understand the document that has been generated or the question. So that is about the flashcards. And then lastly, what can we generate from here? So probably you want to read through the document and you're a bit tired to do that. So you can create an audio overview of the entire document that is generated. That is the beauty of Gemini. Some of us are not good readers, but we can listen to an audio probably when you're driving or something like that. So let's see what it can do. Here's our audio is ready. That is 6 minutes. So let's listen to it.
Welcome. We're diving straight into the source materials today, really giving you the shortcut to understand a critical situation developing in East Africa.
That's right.
Our mission here is to unpack how this accelerating climate change is
And then there's something very interesting here. The audio that is being generated here is like a podcast. It's a podcast where the two people are discussing together. So this podcast, I will actually show you. You'll actually realize that you can download it, or you can able to share the conversation with someone as a link. That's okay. Now let's look at the other feature of Gemini, what you can able to do with it. And so if you look at the tools, so we've looked at guided learning, Canvas, created the image. Oh, sorry. We've looked at this except Canvas. Let's click on Canvas. Canvas is a live document. So what I can do, I want to use the same prompting that I used for creating the research. So where was, oh yeah. So for this, I want to use this for Canvas. Remember we used the other document to create, we are creating document using deep research. So now I want us to focus on Canvas. Canvas will give us almost the same document, but then now it will be live, that you can able to edit it live. So here is where you chat with it, and then this is where it gives you the work. So now, how is it live? What you can do is this. I want to give it information. I want to give it instruction. I will just copy this, and then I want to say that remove this part. Remove this section. And as it does that, you'll be able to see what is happening to that section now. Okay, so it updates. Once it is updated, so it is a live chat. So when you're using Canvas, assume that probably it's like you've given someone some work to do. So when they are doing that work, you can tell them, go correct this part here, go change this part here. So instead of sending someone to be correcting the document, what you can tell, so you see there's 1, there's 2, so there's no 3. Number 3 was removed. So this part here you can correct, you can add whatever you want it to be. So let's say include data to verify this information. It will update. It will give you source and citations then and there. So there somewhere you can able to get those information. So Canvas is live, and then whatever we did with deep research, you can still do a web page, infographic, quiz, flashcards, audio overview. You can able to share this document the way it is, or you can able to export it to docs. So those are some of the main features of Gemini. There is one more, remember, as we mentioned, it's called gems. Gems, you want to call them games or what? Gems. So gems, remember when ChatGPT came, ChatGPT also have GPTs where you can train GPT. So for this case, it's called games. You can able to train it to do a specific work. So when you come here, it will actually tell you what it can do. So first of all, there's some that are already there, pre-made by Google. So I can actually show work. So chess charm, that means it is specifically going to guide you to do chess, Women's World Cup, storybook, brainstormer. You want to do something very easily. Learning coach, so you want to learn something. So this is designed to help you learn. Writing editor, so its work is to edit the work. If you're writing a book, this is the gems that you're supposed to be looking at. Then career guide. So it depends on what you want to do, or you want to create yours. If you want to create yours, you just come here. So if you want to create yours, you just come here, give it the name. What is the name? So I can just call it like physics instructor. It can be specific IGCSE physics instructor. You give instruction here, what wants to be done, this, and then now for it to do the work, remember this, James, is just going to give information, is just going to help someone depending on the information that you have. That is why we have here the knowledge. And if you click here, the knowledge, add up to 10 files for your gem to reference in charts. You can delete files at any time from here. So what it does is this: if I wanted to act as an IGCSE physics instructor, what I will do is that I can add the syllabus, I can add I can add the syllabus. So let's explore. So act as IGCSE physics instructor for Cambridge curriculum. Cambridge curriculum. Of course, I can give as many information as I want, but right now, if I want to add, so it's uploading. So we have the three. So here, I'll just click here, save. Physics, IGCSE physics instructor. Game, so we already created this one here, so we can start chatting so that we see. So remember, its work, it will just give information about what I have uploaded. So what are the main topics in IGCSE syllabus? So let's see. What are the main topics in IGCSE syllabus? So it is analyzing. Remember, it is using, it doesn't go browse. It is using information from, so its knowledge is limited to the knowledge base, what you have given it. So the IGCSE physics instructor, it is doing the search, and here it has information, and it will introduce itself as the physics instructor. I can certainly outline the main topics for the Cambridge this. The syllabus is divided into 6 main contact areas. The syllabus, it isn't giving the syllabus code because that is what it has only. So it will give you the information like that the scheme of work, it will provide suggested time allocation to help structure your studies. So look at this, the motion, force, and energy, about 26%. And you can refer to that exactly. Let's click on this and then refer, check. It's the first time also exploring this. And it will give you exactly that particular page. It gives you that particular page where it got the information. So measurement. So for each unit is giving you like the topic of that. So you can able to see, and this is exactly what we provided. So this is GEM. You can able to create. You can create for your class if you're a teacher. If you're a student studying, what you can do is that you can create GEM for each of your subject. So you can just say that you are doing IGCSE, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and then you can able to give you the syllabus, all those information the way I've done, so that the learning that is going to give is customized in that particular area. So that is how you can create GEM. There's something here very interesting. There's another one I tried with Storybook. So look at this one here for Storybook. I'm just going to use the chart the way it is. So there's this one that is already pre-made, the Storybook. You can able to create a Storybook from a material probably you can add here. You can add a material here, then you can able to generate. Let's try. Let's try. It's good to explore. Let's see if it can able to generate a story out of maybe the syllabus. So let's try syllabus out of the syllabus. So we have this. Generate a complete story from this document. Document targeting my year 11 students. Year 11 students. So let's see. It's good to explore this. I'm also exploring right now. This is learning, and here it is. It is creating a storybook from the syllabus. So instead of sending the syllabus to my students, it can able to generate in a simpler way, easier way to read. Let's wait. I told you. Here we go. It is now creating the storybook, and it is calling itself as the Smart Box solution. Remember, I can give the syllabus to my student, or now look at this one here. The Smart Box Solution by Collins Dolo, the educator. You're wondering, where did it get this name? The name is here from the Google. You can able to see. My Google account is Collins Dolo, educator. Let's see. Let's test our book. Wonderful. Farah and Excel stood before the final challenge board. The objective was simple. The physics was not build a smart box that maintained a constant internal temperature. So look at this, the chapters, and how many pages are those? So it gives you that information. The biggest challenge was the sound. The final test involved a high intensity and wave pulse. Remember, now there's another topic. It gives another topic. With experimental skills, they spend hours testing various internal damping gels. So it gives you the story. So LDR, it gives you something about all that. So if probably you can do this, and in case some images there, you can listen actually. You can listen to
perfectly regulated. The final monitor read, internal temperature. The SmartBox solution. Farah and Axel stood before the final challenge board. The objective was simple. The physics was not. Build a SmartBox that maintained a constant internal temperature while being tossed, shaken, and exposed to blasts of sound waves. A voice in Farah's head whispered, "Can we even do this?" Axel, already scribbling calculations on a whiteboard, tapped a diagram of a vector force. The initial shock absorbed. Farah took a deep breath.
So that is the power of Gemini. So we've learned the features of Gemini, which are very, very important. So as a teacher, as a parent, as a student, you have an idea of how you can effectively use Gemini. And I will encourage you, please continue to explore. If you learn something new, if there's a feature that I've left, why can't you share with us in the chat below? As you're using Gemini, please don't just go there and do the search, or you want to get some information about. Remember the advanced tools that I've already shared with you. The deep research, the guided learning if you want to learn, the Canvas if you want editable workspace live, you want to get maybe a lesson plan or something, the gems you can able to create your own, or you can able to find the Google pre-made versions. So I wish you well, and there is one AI is called Notebook LM. It is one of the advanced feature of Gemini, and what it does is marvelous. So once you're done with this, wait for not